Hello and welcome to another update video about Polkadot and Kusama. In this video we're going to take a look at both charts, and we start with Polkadot. Currently prices going down in the crypto market, and it basically just reinforces or confirms what I said in, was it yesterday's or the day before's video about Polkadot and Kusama, that we probably haven't completed the correction yet, and that we can't really say we complete the correction until we see here for Polkadot at least a move above $22, $23, yeah, that swing high here. And as long as we don't see a 5-wave move to the upside, we talked about that this could just be another lower high. Even after we broke out of this descending channel, you know, we did break out, or Polkadot did break out of this descending channel, which was actually quite a good sign, but it then did not manage to break above the 61.8% FIB level at $19. Also didn't manage to break above the 50-day moving average at $20. And since then we have been moving down again, together now with Bitcoin. The Bitcoin sell-off fuels this, and we have identified in the past that the wave pattern for Polkadot looks very similar to Bitcoin's, yeah. Less bullish even, yeah. But very similar. Also did its overshooting wave B here, and we are now heading further towards our target area that is still at play here, that I will leave on the chart no matter what happens, because I think we are going to get in there. I believe we have to get in there to complete the correction, okay? And Bitcoin is also still quite far away from its target area, not too far away anymore, right? Just dropped below 40k just now. And Polkadot is also heading further towards that target area, yeah? And I think it will reach the target area together with Bitcoin. That target area is sitting between the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level and the 78.6% Fib level at 1065, so between 1065 and 562. And we just have to have that that lower high and that lower low, yeah, to complete really the correction. So even if Bitcoin does some sort of an irrational move to the upside and Polkadot follows, which is all possible, it still doesn't mean we have continued to completed the correction, okay? Because we need to have that lower low. We need to clean up the structure. That is typically what you have to have, a clean ABC structure, and finish it off, especially in the current kind of wave degree that we do. Okay, Polkadot breaking back into the channel, not a good sign, or well, depending on from which point of view you are. Here I still believe we need to see the completion of the correction. Therefore I'm happy currently about price drops. We need to the faster it goes, the more happy I am, because it will just mean we have complete, we can, the sooner we get, the sooner we complete the correction, the sooner we can go back to all-time highs. So to do the minimum of what is required for this correction, to get to $2.60 roughly, we need to get another 35% sell-off for Polkadot. And looking at where we are on especially the daily chart here, you can see that on the daily, the momentum on the daily RSI did turn bearish here. We're only at 40 again, only at 40, which means we have more room for further price drops. Absolutely, yeah. The last time where we had this sell-off here, end of January, we were at a similar level, but at a much higher price, which means when you start now with the same RSI, but at a lower price, you can get that sell-off. So last time we had it, the same level on the RSI, we were on the 18th or 19th of January. And on the 19th of January, what kind of sell-off did we do? We moved then all the way until we were oversold. Let me just check that out. We did actually, yeah, a 33, 34% sell-off. Now, if we do the same now, we could also get oversold again. That would take us exactly to the target area. I'd be extremely happy with that, and that shows the RSI would allow such a price drop without getting too much oversold, yeah. Also the MACD is losing buying momentum, and yeah, the daily stochastic RSI is also starting to drop. We talked about that on the weekly chart. We haven't really stopped the downtrend anyway. You can see that here on the MACD it hasn't turned around at all. And on the RSI as well, we made pretty much lower lows and then started here moving sideways a bit, but we haven't really turned around. That all confirms to me that we're going to see continuation of that sell-off. Here on this chart, you see what I expect next after the correction is complete, but we are not quite complete yet. Yeah, so there is no confirmation that it's complete yet. After that, after the completion of the correction, I would at least see an $80 to $100 Polkadot as possible. So let's go to Kusama. Kusama has already done what it needs to do to complete the correction, so it has completed the minimum requirements, which doesn't mean that the sell-off needs to be complete or the correction needs to be complete. It just means that at any point in time, the correction could be complete, and it has done the minimum requirements as per the Elliott wave rules. It has come into this target area between the 88.7% FIB level at $71 and the 78.6% FIB level at $135. So it's come into it. It's currently sitting at $121, and it has done this nice lower low. I really like that chart here. It's done the lower low, come below the wave A, but at the moment, we have to assume that we are coming down once more to $71, where we haven't been there yet. Last time we were there was in early 2021. But the reason I say that is because we're currently selling off again. Yeah, we're currently moving down again. And just because I say the minimum requirements of the completion of the correction are there, doesn't mean the correction needs to be finished. Because for that, we need to see a confirmed breakout. We need to see something like a 5-wave structure to the upside, and I would like to get above $200 here, above that previous high. Until then, I wouldn't be comfortable to say the correction is over, but I have to say that at any point it could be over. Kusama is further ahead in the correction compared to Polkadot, and I like the chart more. So if I had to choose between both charts what to buy, I would probably at the moment buy Kusama because it is further advanced in the correction, okay? So that means it would probably not correct down that much more. However, we can see that here also, it has come back down into this descending wedge. So we had here a bit of a fake out of this descending wedge. It started to look interesting, yeah, but fake out at the moment, not a lower low yet. But in the next instance, I wouldn't be surprised if we get down to $100. Yeah, the previous low here from the 24th of Feb. And if we lose that, then we could really see the low here of that support, $70. And if we compare that to what Polkadot, we said 35%. That would even be a 40%, okay? I think lower market cap, yeah, so actually you could argue that it therefore has to correct a little bit more. But generally what I like on this chart, it has already done the lower low. What I'm still looking for Bitcoin. Okay, looking at the indicators here, but again, here, I mean, compared to Polkadot on the daily chart, let's just look at where the RSI for Polkadot was at around 40, so a little bit higher. Kusama is already a little bit lower. It has corrected more. It's at 35. So generally, you could also argue here that Polkadot, that Kusama doesn't need to correct that much more. It has already corrected more than Polkadot. Therefore, in the next move up, it will probably move stronger because the indicators are lower currently. Okay. Looking at the MACD, also here currently losing a bit of buying momentum, yes, and the stochastic RSI probably also going to turn around here soon. So we are going to see here further corrections going forward, but bear in mind the RSI here is already lower than Polkadot, so potentially less space to the downside to correct based on the indicators. Yeah, where on the daily we are still waiting for it to turn really bearish. Yeah, the indicators, the 8 hour already shows it. Also here RSI at 38. We already had the bearish cross here on the 8 hour MACD, and the stochastic RSI is falling freely here. Yeah, so in that sense, you know what we can expect here also continuing. We're losing support lines. Yeah, next support here for Kusama, yeah, would be $115, then 100, and then I wouldn't be surprised if we also get down to $70. But my view is for Kusama at $70, that should be it. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily expect it to drop lower. There should then really be the completion of the correction, and from there we can move to new all-time highs. And I would expect here for the next wave up, and again, not in a straight line, you have your ups and downs, yeah, but you can expect a $1,000 Kusama at least, maybe even 1,260 here, or even 1,660. That depends on how the structure of the next wave will be. So that's my view here on Polkadot and Kusama. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.